Have you ever noticed that midlife stress doesn't exactly feel like full-on stress? It's kind of like your sleep is just a little bit off, you're just a little bit cranky, and maybe you're just a little bit tired. And even the tiniest things feels like it takes a lot more effort. Or maybe you're getting to bed totally tired, but somewhere around 3 a.m., your brain turns on to redo the PowerPoint presentation you have to get through tomorrow. If you've been feeling more irritable lately, like you love your people, but you wish they would just be quiet for 5 minutes, you're not alone. Today, I'm giving you a 7-day stress reset plan. No tracking, no overhauls, just a few smart moves to lower that stress baseline fast. Welcome to Healthier Midlife, the podcast for women who want real, natural solutions to feel strong, calm, and confident in their bodies again. I'm Christine Roberson, a certified nutrition consultant and health coach. Let's dive in. Welcome back to Healthier Midlife, and today we're talking about midlife stress. And today I have a 7-day plan to help you lower those stress levels back down to something a lot more manageable in about a week. Now, this framework is not meant to fix the problems that are causing the stress. That would be way too much to ask for, wouldn't it? Instead, this framework is going to give you better coping mechanisms for handling the stress that you are under. This isn't about becoming a new person in a week. This is about telling your nervous system it's okay to take it down a notch, because our midlife bodies really don't respond to more pressure. They respond to calm, relaxing, doable plans. Today, I'm going to give you one thing you can try each day for 7 days. And my promise to you is if you do just 2 of these things every day, you are going to feel a lot better. And you don't have to do all 7 perfectly. And if I'm being honest, you can really pick and choose. So here's how this reset works and why it's so important. In our midlife years, we are dealing with a lot of stress and pressure. We have work stress, we have family stress, maybe the older generation, our parents, and the younger generation, our children, both hitting us at the same time. We're kind of the sandwich generation right now. Also, financial stress could be hitting you hard right now. And let's be honest, there is a lot of things happening in the world today, and most of it is not good. This all leads to a lot of stress on our nervous system. And the reason why recovering from stress is so important is because if you think of a glass pitcher, and every time you have a stressful incident or a thought, a little bit of water gets added to that pitcher. And eventually that pitcher is going to be full of water with no place else to go, but it's going to overflow. And we most commonly call that burnout. So resetting our nervous system, taking the time every day to do something to relieve our stress, helps to lower that water level in our pitcher. So this reset is built on 3 levers. The first is downshifting your nervous system. The second is moving stress out of your body. And the third is stabilizing that stress so everything feels easier. So first, I'm going to walk you through day 1 through 7. And like I said, it's just one thing a day. And even if you are a super busy woman, I have a simpler plan at the end that I will explain to you as well. Okay, here's day 1, and it is a 60-second downshift. Day 1 is the simplest thing, but it really matters. Once a day for 60 seconds, you are going to do this one downshift exercise, and that is breathing. This doesn't have to be a complicated meditative breathing exercise. This is simply extending our exhale longer than our inhale. So what I like to do is I like to count to a count of 4 when I inhale and count to a count of 6 when I exhale. So 4 in, 6 out. If you repeat that about 5 times, that should be about 60 seconds. You can probably time your breathing on your watch. Set a 60-second timer on your watch, or if you have the Apple Watch, there's actually a breathing exercise that is 1 minute, and it'll give you the little haptic tapping on your wrist to let you know to inhale and exhale. And that is a really useful tool to try. So where are you going to fit this 60 seconds breathing in? I like to do it in between a change in activity. And so what that would mean is, for example, I drive to work, and before I get out of my car, I take my 60-second breath, and then I walk into the office. It's a transition from my morning and commute to my work day. Or you can also do it at lunchtime. This is a perfect halfway in between break. You could also do it after your work day, before you drive home, or you can do it before bed. 60 seconds is all your body needs to understand that you're not being chased by the stress gremlin. Okay, day 2, I want you to try doing 1 10-minute walk after a meal. This is not meant for a hard exercise or a run or a jog. This is a nice decompressing 10-minute walk. Pick just one meal, probably your lunch or your dinner, and after you're done eating, get outside and walk for just 10 minutes. It could be a nice casual pace if you like. And if the weather's bad, walk up and down a hallway, walk around your office building, walk around your house, 10 minutes. And if your body is hurting for some reason and 10 minutes seems like it's too long, even 5 minutes will make a big difference to your stress levels. A post-meal walk is really good for a couple of reasons. One is it helps you digest your food and regulates your blood sugar levels much better. And secondly, it helps your body move that stress hormone through to help eliminate that hormone, cortisol. Just try 10 minutes once on day 2. You never know, it could be your gateway habit to healthier habits. Okay, day 3, set a caffeine boundary. I am not here to take away your coffee. I love coffee. I drink coffee every day. But caffeine too late in the day can make your body feel much more wired even when you're tired. So choose one simple caffeine boundary for yourself on day 3. Option 1 would be no caffeine after noon. Option 2 is to pair that caffeine with food, preferably fiber or protein. That way you're not spiking and crashing. This isn't about quitting coffee. This is about making coffee work for you. Personally, I like option 1 for myself. But if you are a coffee all day drinker, try the second option. Pair it with maybe a protein bar. Okay, day 4. Day 4 is no phone in bed rule. This is a big stress reducer. If your mornings start every day with your nervous system being handed all of the top news in the world of what is going on, that is a lot of stress to start your day with. You may even feel that in your body as you're reading the news. You could be increasing your anxiety levels. You could be increasing your irritability, your anger, all of that right before you've even had your first cup of coffee. So day 4, keep your phone out of the bed. No checking your phone right when you wake up in the morning. Set a boundary for yourself. You can put your phone on the other side of the room so it's harder for you to get to it. You can set a boundary for no social media apps within the first 10 or 15 minutes of your day. And if you must use it, try creating a rule where you open your notes app and you write down or type in 3 priorities for the day. No emails, no voicemails, no social media. Do that first. What are your personal priorities for the day? Put that in first. And once you have done that, then you can move on to social media. This rule is important because your morning sets the whole tone for your nervous system for the day. Okay, day 5. Your goal this day is to anchor your first meal with fiber and protein. Having breakfast that's full of protein and fiber helps to keep that blood sugar regulated and keeps your energy lifted a lot longer. And when your energy is more stable, your tolerance is a lot higher. I even have a health coaching client that I'm working with right now who tried this suggestion of more protein, more fiber at breakfast, and she's noticed that she does not get any afternoon munchy cravings anymore. So some great examples for some breakfasts that are full of protein and fiber would be a yogurt parfait full of berries and oats and maybe some nuts, a tofu scramble with veggies and fruit on the side, a smoothie that is full of protein. It could be protein powder. It could be peanut butter with lots of frozen and fresh fruit in it, or even a bowl of oatmeal with protein powder and berries in it. Did I say power? Protein powder and berries. This is not about dieting. This is really about supporting your body, supporting your energy levels so that you are supporting your mood in the afternoon. Okay, are you ready for day 6? Day 6 is a tiny completion ritual. What do I mean by that? Like my analogy with the water pitcher getting fuller and fuller of stress, by the end of your day, you could be feeling that in your body, or maybe just feeling irritable in your mood. And a tiny completion ritual could be something as easy as shaking out your hands or your arms and legs, stretching your calves and hips, taking a short walk to the mailbox, or practicing one of my favorite yoga poses, which is legs up the wall for 2 minutes. And you've probably seen this. If you're not familiar with yoga, you'll be lying on the floor on your back up against a wall with your legs resting straight up against the wall. It takes a little bit of wiggling to get into it, but wow, once you're into that position, you are going to be amazed at how quickly you relax. Your nervous system, it's like an instant signal to your nervous system that you're okay. So these little completion rituals, just a little bit of physical movement, really sends the signal to your body that it's okay to let go of some stress and there is no scary monster chasing us and we are okay. Okay, day 7. This is our last day and it's the easiest and you'll like this one the best. You're going to pick 2 of the ideas from the previous 6 days and do both of those on day 7. Day 7 is where all of this becomes real because you're going to pick the 2 ideas, stress relieving ideas that you liked the best and you are going to do those. And that's going to help you start to establish a repeatable positive habit for yourself. And after day 7, if you still want to do those 2 for an entire week, you can mix and match all of these ideas and whatever works best for you, because this is your stress level, your body, and your life. So pick the 2 that works best for you. And it could be something different every week. Okay, I promised the busy woman's version of this, and here it is. You're just going to focus on 3 moves. That 60-second breathing, the 10-minute post-meal walk, and the phone out of the bed in the morning. That's it. You're going to do those 3 things every day. If you try this framework for 7 days, here are some of the results that you might experience based on your level of stress that you're currently going through. Your sleep quality could improve. Your irritability will decrease. That afternoon crash might be a lot less. And nighttime cravings will go down. Or maybe you will feel less tension in your jaw and your shoulders. And your mood and patience could possibly improve. So that's a lot of great results for a very easy, doable, stress-reducing reset plan for 7 days. You can do this. Tell me which of these days' goals are you most excited to try for yourself, and which ones do you think will work best for you? Let me know in the comments. And if you would like to fit this into a plan that works for your lifestyle, consider my free 20-minute wellness call. It's available at healthyhermidlife.com/coaching. And together we will talk about what's happening in your life, your stress levels, what's causing them, and what action plan will work best for you. All right, ladies, that's all I have for you this week. I hope you enjoyed this one. And I really do hope that you'll give this framework a try. And please let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like, a share. Consider following the podcast show on your favorite podcast app. And a 5-star rating or review will go a long way in helping me reach more amazing women just like you. Thank you for joining me this week, and I will see you next week on Healthy Her Midlife. Thanks for spending time with me on Healthy Her Midlife. If today's episode spoke to you, download your free Midlife Metabolic Reset Guide or book a coaching call at healthyhermidlife.com. See you next time.